Hi, it's Greg Vincent here. Welcome to the show. We've got a little bit of a break in the traffic here with with Kylie Pitt up at the Windsor Ice Creamery. And Kylie, great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for having me along.
Look, this is a busy place. This business of yours, it's just crazy. And here we are on a Sunday. It's probably the craziest time for us to do this, but
yep, absolutely.
Why not?
Middle of the day.
Yeah. So, just a little bit of behind the scenes for you. You've lived in the area for a long time.
I have. I've moved out here with my mum and dad when I was 8, so they moved into Hawkesbury when I was about 8 years old, and I've kind of moved around a bit, still in the Hawkesbury, and now I'm in Ebenezer.
Oh wow! So I mean, you're so young. That means you've been here for 10 years.
I kind of do. Lovely.
Anyway.
Oh, shucks.
That
Not quite.
really. But yeah, you've been here quite some time, and now you're living out of Ebenezer.
That's right.
Yeah, and you're also the photographer, or one of the photographers for the
Hawkesbury Gazette. Yep, the local Hawkesbury paper here. So a bi-weekly they put out. I've been there since I was, not giving my age away, many years.
Yeah, so you've really had an opportunity to see so much of the Hawkesbury and get to see presentations, just all different events. What's probably been your highlight in that side of it? Is there anything that's really stand out?
There is some amazing standouts that I've had with that. Things like hot air balloons, wrap aeroplane rides for Hercules when they're coming to commission, gone out of commission. Special moments with parents, like there's one lady reminds me every time I see her that I took photos of her baby just being born in the hospital, and now he's probably 17. I'm not giving any age away. And she points it out to me every time I see her. Remember, you took him as a baby. So,
because I remember you went up in the
special moments.
Yeah, and you went up in the Elvis helicopter as well.
I wasn't quite Elvis. I haven't been in Elvis. I've been in some of the others next to Elvis.
Yeah.
When all the big fires are on, so you name it. I don't think there's anything that I haven't had the opportunity to cover or do.
It's great, and I can imagine there'd be some of the other, the memorial type setups. There's so much that happens in amongst the community that
absolutely.
You get a chance to go in and see behind the scenes of.
Absolutely, yeah.
What do you love the most about the restaurant?
I think what I love about the most of it, it's still got that extreme community feel. Everyone's very, very friendly, quite open. They'll still smile at you down the street. When you kind of get to know everybody, they do have a slight trust mechanism, and I can remember, it's quite funny, the one man that comes to mind immensely would be Rex Stubbs, who was former mayor, who's since has passed away, and he used to say to people in the end, don't ask any questions, just do what she says, just trust her, and you won't be disappointed. And I used to think, wow, that's massive kudos, really, for a mayor to go, just do whatever she asks, she won't let you down, it'll be fine. You can trust what she's about to do. And I still remember that. God bless him, he's not with us anymore, but...
Yeah, and trust is just such a big thing. And that's one of the things I love about the community here, is that it's still that your word's a bond, it's a close-knit community, so you've got to make sure that there's no skeletons in the closet. You've got to look after people.
There's seriously not. If you do something wrong, everybody knows about it. There's definitely 6 degrees of separation here, honestly.
Yeah.
If someone knows you, they know somebody else who knows you, or it just goes on, and every day that is brought to my attention. But, such and such, I happen to mention you, and I was like, wow, I deal with you, whether it's personal training or photography or the ice cream shop. It's a lot of different avenues, and somebody knows somebody, and it always comes back. Always comes back and goes back.
And I think it's a great thing for business, because having that sort of community spirit, you know that you've got to do the right thing, because otherwise it just goes out like crazy. If you provide bad service, well then people are going to know about it really, really quickly.
Oh, too right. And I think, whether you want to pretend it's positive or negative, it has to be positive. You do have to do the right thing by everybody. You do have to offer a great service, and that one little time you let everyone down, as they say, 10 people know about the good, more than 100 people know about the bad.
Yeah.
So you just can't afford for that to happen. You really can't.
You've got to be on your game.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the things. I mean, this shop. How long have you had the ice cream room for now?
It'll be 4 years in October.
Wow, this has just been such a busy place.
It is.
Every time you drive past, it's especially on a weekend, people lined out the door, and it's a great thing for the area. So
it's not cheap. Look, seriously, it's one of those things where it changed, and obviously the area's developed and changed in the way things have come and gone, a few things, as they do everywhere. And you can see that here now, and that's probably what's at utmost. And I think the fact that somebody says, if you get into the Google blogs and stuff, we offer good, old-fashioned, friendly, polite service.
Yeah, no, that's
We look
great.
up, the girls are meant to smile, they're supposed to smile. They're ridiculed to have this drilled into them. You know, treat others as though you treat yourself, and don't be one of those people that you see in a shop where you walk in and you go, what are they doing, you know? That's not service these days, so yeah, it's definitely one of my important factors of trying to train people and have them in the job too. Be forthcoming, just be friendly.
I think just being able to walk into a place and got a smile on your face just makes so much difference, you know. And you know, it helps having the attitude you've got, you know, because you're so busy, so vibrant, and it's just infectious. So you know, I think hats off to you for being the leader, that sort of person in this community with some of the things that you've done as well. Because you know, you've put the highlight on to a lot of people within the community, and I thought this was a great opportunity to shine the light in this direction a little bit. So
they say practice what you preach. So you know, I don't expect anyone to do anything that I wouldn't do. I'll always have a go first. I'll always be there first, and I'll jump in front of it if I have to show that it can be done, or that's how it's meant to be done.
Oh, that's great. Look, I mean, if anyone's in a position where you feel like an ice cream, what do you do here? You've got pancakes?
Pancakes, coffee, we do novelty cakes, so cakes to order for birthdays, everything. So if you just want a standard stop, buy beautiful ice cream or a gelato, milkshakes, ice cream thick shakes, coffees, all the time. And then we have novelty cakes ready to go in the freezers if you want homemade novelty cakes. They're really unusual. If you put your creative mind to it, we'll have a go at actually creating it.
Oh, that's
pretty
great.
Cool. So that's available as well here.
Fantastic. Look, great to have you on the show. And keep up with what you're doing. It's just a fabulous part of the community, knowing you and just having you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Kylie. Good to see you.